Hello everybody and welcome back to the Netherblock, the show where we build a giant block of nether rack, 64 by 64 by 64 blocks.
You guys' audio is on my track and I can't hear you right now because I have to fix it in...
Thanks for that.
The obs.
Way to interrupt. How did I get pumpkin pie?
Today's episode is brought to you by our featured patron, Jesse Newman. Thank you, Jesse, for being a patron.
Thank you.
I can hear
Tony, you,
I can hear you all
you
now.
interrupted the intro. I cannot
Well, I
believe-
couldn't hear it.
You told us.
Neither will anybody else now.
Oh, it's fine. It's perfect.
You know, Joe could have just deleted my track out of there.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm too tired to do it again now, so...
Also, you have a
was
very
it?
commanding presence, Tony. Like, we all were, like, hushed to listen to what you had to say.
Yeah.
The soap dispenser doesn't look weird, but the hallway does. Also, the dome
soap
from far
dispenser?
away looks bizarre. Yeah, the soap dispenser Tony built for Hannah over here.
Yeah, because she was talking about huffing
weird.
Airplane?
airlines.
bathroom?
Yeah, airplane soap.
How much she loves to huff airplane soap.
Wait,
It was a
what?
weird conversation. That she thought that
I'm
like
upset.
airline soap is some of the best smelling stuff ever. So she would just huff it. And so I made her a soap dispenser to just sit in front of and huff all day.
Yeah.
I'm an enabler.
I lost all of my gear when I came into the game. I exploded, and I don't know where anything went.
So
Including
which-
my awesome bow.
Okay.
Oh, and then another
So,
Another bow
who
bites
still
the
has their
dust.
awesome bow? I still have my
I
first
do.
awesome
I
bow.
do.
I lost my second awesome bow.
Alright, so it's just a
I
reset
won.
to being in my ears again. So I'm not sure that we're going to have my game audio for this game.
What is it doing?
It's such a weird problem.
It just keeps like rubber banding back. I don't know why.
Man,
Can you shut Minecraft all the way down?
No, I usually don't have to fix that, but I can.
That's always been my experience. But if it changed at all, that's...
Yeah, it changed for like 2 minutes and then it was gone.
I'm having an interesting experience with the Optifine where, like, the lighting is updating, like, as I move. Like, not dynamically, it's like chunk, 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 chunk.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
The week after we had Optifine running again, they decided to patch, and so we're back to Jinky Optifine.
Janky Optifine. Come on down to Janky's Optifine, where we got the finest Optifines you'll find in the Tri-County area.
So beds are invisible.
Are they?
Yay!
I didn't have that experience earlier.
I'm going to roll. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll the
That is in a
desks.
different room, which means we'll have all kinds of new sounds that don't include the sanding her dad did after we asked him not to do construction while we were recording.
Weird. He has a problem.
For the record, I did not hear it even when I was in the same room, so...
He's
Yeah.
also deaf, so he doesn't think it's as loud
What
as
was
what
that?
it
Okay.
actually is.
So,
What does dried kelp do? Okay. They can just
thanks,
eat it.
Griffin, for continuing to gift me these wonderful explosive boxes. I know that it's me. Like, other people dig in other places and they don't get explosive boxes, but I do.
It's weird. I've never gotten one.
Yeah.
Also, Komet's chair must be the old one because it's about as
What
creaky
is
as my
it?
spine.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like it's just old and dead and sad.
Have
Like,
you
just
heard
put
of
it out of
the
its misery.
WD-40? Or 3-in-1 oil? Or, you know, like...
KY.
I was gonna go with, like, whale extract? I forget what they used in the whales for oil.
Spermaceti?
Whale oil. Spermaceti
Yeah,
was
whale
like a
oil.
different product?
I know. But
Man, this
how
hallway
did
looks
whale
cool with
oil elude
Optifine.
you?
I thought there was a special name for it, but you're right.
You literally said, I don't know. I forget what they used for whale oil. I guess it was whale oil.
I'm not feeling well. I don't know
Right.
why. It's a very weird, like, just, like, fatigue-only based sickness, which makes me feel like less of a man. I'm just like, I'm just tired. I can't just be tired. Like, I can't just... But that's how it is, so,
There's
I
this
feel
thing that
like you're
happens-
less of a man also there, Al.
It's called getting old. It's awesome.
I really... If this is the rest of my life, I'll
Yeah,
just...
pretty much.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
just not going to be able to accomplish anything for the... I can't accept that.
Yep.
I do not accept that.
Start getting really excited about eating at like 5, so you can just call it a day.
Yeah, people keep saying that's going to happen to me, and I'm like, I just keep getting worse with staying up later and having dinner at 11 p.m. and so on.
Okay, psycho. Komet and
Yeah.
Tony, actually, before we get a little further, can you turn your brightness all the way up?
I did.
Please?
I will once I load into the nether.
I can't
Tony
see.
doesn't believe in brightness. It's about darkness. No parrots.
No parrots.
I've been playing the Lego Movie video game.
My brightness is already maxed.
I got it on Steam at like a really good deal recently, and it is interesting hearing the like voices that they got for people who are in the movie, and you would recognize them. And like you could tell they've got like really talented voice actors that are almost sounding like them, and it's almost worse to have a person who's almost Morgan Freeman, but not quite, yelling out like lines from Vitruvius.
So I just looked at my settings and I wanted to make sure that the brightness was all up and everything, and I saw like distance render. So I put it up a couple more, and it went up to 18, and it looks like fart, but it's called far plus. But it looks it looks like fart. 18 fart render distance. I giggled.
That's how we should like just figure out distance from now on. How many farts does it take to get to Denver?
And then we're back to like
how many farts can you see?
ancient king times, where it really depends on the.
Yeah, are we on the metric fart, or is this the English
Imperial
flatulence?
Yeah, we're on the imperial flatulence system.
I gotta
I
find
hate
a different
everything, and
place
all
to
my gear's
dig.
gone, and it's stupid.
So you loaded into the game and blew up?
Yes.
Was that one of
Loaded,
Griffin's
right,
cubes?
you would think that they would design it where you didn't load right next to a creeper.
I mean, I think I was on the. I thought I was on the block, so I was like, "Oh, gotta run back, get my stuff." But no, it's not there.
I loaded in and was immediately like, it's dark on the block, and like I see all kinds of bad things, and I ran away from what might have been a creeper, and then there was like a tiny zombie, and I logged out, and I logged back in, he was still there. I can't believe I survived that. I was very surprised to still be alive at the end of that ordeal.
What was I gonna say?
That was a real roller coaster.
It's a ghast. He's got me cornered.
Oh, you can use Spectre mode and try to find your stuff.
I was very happy that Dan finally got to come out forward with the whole like trolling us a year and a half ago about
That
riding
was so
gas.
funny.
That wasn't Dan, that was John Jones.
Ah, yes.
I
thought I said John.
What? The chickens look dirty. What have you been doing, chickens?
Dirty chickens.
Ew.
Chickens with filthy hearts.
I mean, chickens are kind of dirty. They're just like shitting all over each other.
Yeah, but I don't want that in my games. I don't need like factory farming settings.
Whatever, you're the one who created factory farming on this server.
I did not the one who created factory farming. I showed it to you, and you're like, wow, they can cram that many chickens into a cage?
Yeah, and then I found out that you could just dump lava on them and have them pre-cooked.
Yes, that's your obsession.
Oh,
But
I
you
thought you
don't
meant
get
an
the XP.
IRL.
Yes, I discovered
I mean,
factory
if you
farming.
dump...
I thought that was a really weird thing to accuse Joe of. I was like, you know, like he invented cruelty to animals for the sake of eating delicious meat. I don't think so.
Yep, no, that was me, guys.
Yeah.
I also invented the
I know
emoticon.
he's old, but I don't know if he's that old.
I invented
Have
the
you heard of
emoticon.
Nimrod, the Great Hunter?
Yes.
That was Joe.
Which Bugs Bunny completely transformed.
Yep.
Heard that thing?
Yeah, the idea of the irony there.
Yes.
I don't know how much of this we have to explain. I feel like we've probably had this discussion to some degree on the.
I don't know. We don't discuss Looney Tunes nearly enough.
Yeah, I don't remember ever having a discussion about Bugs Bunny on the block.
Yeah. I think we've
so
done
tune out.
Roadrunner.
Are you familiar with what we're talking about, Tony?
I don't know what Nimrod is.
Okay, so
Other than,
Nimrod
like, a Green
is
Day
a
album.
biblical reference. There's a guy in the Bible who's named Nimrod, and he's a mighty hunter. But in the Bugs Bunny cartoons, is it Porky Pig?
No, it's Elmer.
Elmer Fudd. Okay, right. He's hunting
My
Bugs
favorite
Bunny.
Elmer.
I thought it was Elmer's glue. Coming after Bugs Bunny, and like Bugs Bunny makes fun of him by ironically saying, "Hey, Nimrod," like because in other words, like, "Oh yeah, you're a great hunter." Sort of like I'm trying to think of a. If somebody got on did like a really bad singing thing, you might be like, "All right, Elvis, get off the stage,"
Like
something like
Magellan.
that.
People get lost.
Right, but
being
like nobody
sarcastic.
knew who Nimrod,
Yes.
or at least not enough people knew who Nimrod really was, so Nimrod just became a catch-all phrase for like an idiot.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome that like the Great Hunter is now just an idiot.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I guess that's the story of the 20th century, if you think about it. Oh, he
I
took all
got
these
10
people.
XP for that? Stupid
It was a good comment, I thought.
ducks. What?
It's the history of the
Am I getting
20th century.
XP in real life, or what's going on?
Not
was the
understanding
joke,
biblical
yes.
references to create. Yes.
What?
Yes, that was the
I'm
joke.
not assigning XP points for jokes right now.
Hashtag that's the joke.jpg.
That's not how that works either. I'm trying to gain experience to get some sort of gear back.
If I say hashtag, it has to be true.
I don't know what that means.
But what if it says hashtag fake news?
It's the... I don't know. That doesn't mean anything anymore.
That's larva.
Joe, where are you at? Where's the bats?
It's when you breed chickens, I guess. You get the parrots and the bats. It's like the birds and the bees. But
Oh,
I
man, I thought
already.
you actually found a parrot.
No.
And the birds
so
and the bees
sad.
are trying to have sex with each other, from what I understand.
My understanding.
The buzzing of the bees in cigarette trees. Near the soda water fountain.
You started him going.
Where the
How
bluebird
did he-
sings by the lemonade springs.
And I like that song.
In
but,
that big rock candy mountain.
Not that version.
We need to find
I
a metal
cannot
version of
find that version of the, like, everybody sings it a different way from what I heard it when I was a
Yes.
kid. And I love my edition of it, and I can't get it online. It's like on a record at my mom's house. I have to go listen to it, like, on a vinyl.
Why don't you?
You could be the
record
change in the
record?
world. Yeah,
I could
be
do
the
that.
one. You could be the one, Al. You could put it on our channel and like use it as a leader to get into us.
It probably
'Cause
exists.
People who like Big Rock Candy Mountain just want us.
It probably exists somewhere in the
That's our
world
dynamic.
on YouTube.
Yes.
That's weird.
That's
People have been
16
trying to
to
convince
32
me for a long time that song's about hobos having wild sex in the woods. And I'm
What?
like, I don't think so.
Like, it's pretty explicit what it's about. It's just about, like, hey, it's an easy life
Hobo
place.
Paradise, yeah.
Yeah, and what hobo paradise would be complete without orgies?
Butt sex in the woods.
Yes. Well, there are homeless women too. It doesn't always have
That's
to be
fair.
butt
Well,
sex.
yeah, I mean, they're not prominent.
You know what they call that? They call it a soup kitchen.
Oh my god.
I don't get it.
That's
I
the
don't
other guy's
either, but I
reference.
like it.
You guys haven't
I'm
seen the
gonna
other
let it
other guys?
stand because it just sounds silly.
Oh, crap!
I've seen the other guys.
What?
We
Did
reviewed
you
it.
just
the
do?
What did you do?
Oh, I thought you
Ow.
removed it from us, and I was about to be very upset.
How did you do that?
I'm like,
Undo?
Control C.
What the
Hashtag
hell did I
undo.
just do? What the freaking...
You're gonna have to rewatch
What
that.
did you type to do that, and how can I never type it? Can I remove those keys from my keyboard?
Oh my god.
Don't even tell us how to type that. Like, keep
Yeah,
it a
that's
mystery.
true.
I don't even want to even have the path for it.
I can't. We were worried about Al
remove your-
making it today. It's broken me.
I'm actually, like,
Well,
I think I've vampired your
whether-
strength away. Siphoned
Space.
them.
Weather clear is how you shut down the weather. Apparently just typing clear deletes everything from your
Oh
inventory.
my god.
What did you lose?
I
258
just
items.
built diamond axe, built armor.
No, all your diamond.
Yeah.
Wow.
I found a magic block that replenished itself like 9 times.
That's
Yeah, I've been having
lag.
some lag, but
gonna
I got
account for how stupid
some
I am.
diamond. I'm very excited about that. Finally, I
You,
have enough diamond to make a pickaxe.
I'm done. I'm just gonna wander about in leather gear. I'll be a hobo, like a legend on the realm.
Well,
Yeah,
if
if
it
I
gives
did
you
that,
any
I'd be really-
consolation, I've just been
That's what
mining
we
in the
should make
regular
next.
mines recently, Joe, because I was almost out of iron.
Legend?
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's-
everyone started saying things to me at once.
That's like, yeah, well,
Nobody says anything. Comment's like, yeah, I'm used to Joe and everybody else not listening to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
it's just normal.
That
Yeah,
only happens to Command. Tony and Al don't hear things.
I
It's
never
very
said-
strange.
I never said that it only happened to me. Hey, stop. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell.
you have to focus your consciousness. You need to. This is what Jordan Peterson talks about. He's like, you see almost nothing in the world because, like, you just see what you're focused on.
Ooh.
Have you?
like
Have you?
this.
By the way,
Nobody's
speaking
focused.
of him and like the stuff he talks about, have you
Khaleesi,
heard
stop
of
it.
the invisible gorilla experiment?
Oh my god. Oh.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna describe this to you, and I'm gonna ruin the chance for you to actually do it.
Oh wait, no, I have. Yeah.
Where the
Was that him?
No, he didn't do it. He just talks about it a lot because of, you know,
I've seen
sort
that show. But I don't know if I'm talking about the right thing, so I guess I'll
Okay,
just
so
wait.
the experiment is this researcher. I guess it was in the 70s. He made a videotape of a bunch of his research assistants passing a ball back and forth between the two teams. So there's a black team and a white team, and there's like 3 balls or maybe 2, but there's quite a few balls to keep track of. And he put the tape in front of people and said, okay, here's what I want you to do. Keep track of how many times the balls change hands. And so people are like, all right, good. And they're like focusing, they're counting, count. And they get done and they're like, it was 16.
Count.
Yeah, they do. It's weird. That was
Weird.
another. He has like an 8-hour lecture on that, but I don't have to go into it.
I would think like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be better than just saying count over and over again.
You would think, but no. It's because of has something to do with the Book of Jonah. It's kind of, I listened to that one on fast forward. But you get to the end of this experiment after they've counted how many, and you know, the person says, okay, how many times was it? And they're like, well, it's about 16. The guy's like, great. Did you see the gorilla?
Gorilla. I have seen this.
And there's
when I did that, I am way too like ADD to like keep counting, and I'm like, screw this. This is a TV show telling me to count something. So I was like, why is there a gorilla there? I didn't count. I just watched the
them
gorilla.
Actually saying to count it. I saw it on like a documentary or something too. I forget if they actually
saw it
said
on Brain
count.
Games.
The original experiment was like, because the thing you're supposed to be doing is counting, like your brain is like, well, I'll focus on the counting part. And so you're focusing on where are these balls at. You're like really zeroed in on the location of the balls and how it's changing hands. And the gorilla never gets in front of the balls. I'm just gonna say balls a lot in this episode of the Netherblock.
This coming Friday, we've got a golf with your friends thing coming up, so the balls are going to continue.
I bet you that all men are the ones that didn't see the
That's a harsh
gorilla.
generalization.
No, because men cannot multitask. Like, it is statistical, like, proof that men
Humans can't multitask.
Huh?
Women can't multitask very well either. They do slightly better.
Way better than men. Way
Slightly
better.
better.
No, not slightly.
Slightly. I'm
No.
talking about like 0.1% better than men.
I've literally watched, like, I've asked somebody to hand me something when, like, they have both their hands full, like they have a phone and maybe something else in their hands, and they will literally look at their hands and look at me and be like, I don't really know what to do. And you're like, just put the fucking thing down and hand me what I'm asking you to hand me. Like,
To be fair, Dylan is a dumbass.
no, this is not even Dylan.
I was gonna go with her dad. Is that Dylan? Stop
was,
sanding. Okay, you're sanding right now. I can see you sanding. No, I'm not.
Yeah. Men cannot multitask. It's like,
Oh wait, I didn't want to go in
and
there.
watching you try to multitask is hilarious and really sad.
I
also
don't know if
multitask
it's
all
a
the
men thing
time
or
for
not,
streaming.
but I can certainly admit that I have a horrible time multitasking. So that's no
No
like
illusion
ding
right
on
there.
me.
I feel like streaming has made me better at it because you have to account for so many things at once.
Okay.
Interesting.
Probably.
I usually just let things drop. And I'm like, oh,
Like, no, I'm like constantly watching the chat while I'm trying to kill the pontiff.
you say that, but I've been in your chats and gotten away with things.
Yeah.
when you're focused. Like we all did it last week, but the week before, like with an hour left in that stream, I just started playing Borderlands because I was getting my ass beat down.
Yeah, I noticed. I just wanted to keep on playing Dark Souls.
Not last week, 2 weeks ago. That's the second time I've done that. And no, I don't think anyone, I believe no one noticed the first time.
I definitely did not notice.
You were, what?
Yes.
That would be impressive if you noticed, Albert. That would be not like
He knew,
not
he
I was
Yes,
paying
yes.
attention to my kids.
Let's be no.
Let's be honest.
I mean, it was 3 in the afternoon. You were already in bed, Albert.
Yes.
I will be this week, I can tell you that. If I get sharpness on a pickaxe, will that make it cut better?
Sharpness? I think that's a combat thing.
Okay. I'm over
I
here
was so
stealing
happy.
John Jones's loot books.
Yes.
Sorry, John. Thinking
I'm
about getting
just-
mending on my
Computer?
Diamond pickaxe. I guess he doesn't have any unbreaking books.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, the unbreaking ones are kind of lacking right now.
Is there something that we would need to contribute to make that possibly happen better?
You can trade a lot with the villagers. Just give them what they want.
Hot and Randy.
How is the safety of the villagers? So what do they like to trade for? Emeralds?
Emeralds. And John Jones has that whole thing,
Is she cutting out for you guys? Because I can't hear her.
Yeah, she cut out for me too.
I'm gonna just stop
I think
talking
you're having a hard time multitasking there, Komet.
He has that whole thing set up where he has all the different villagers that trade like good stuff in the like apartment complex.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
He's trapped them. Like he's put the villagers that are good into little stalls that will never be able to leave.
Yeah.
Which apparently I think he did that to the McDonald's as well.
Oh yeah,
No.
he said, "Oh, we should go."
Oh, he changed it?
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about it on Twitter about how that was a massive oversight that must be corrected.
Where are the stalls at? Because I'm in the village.
Under the towers? Like they're in the where the chests are, right?
Oh, they're down
Or
there?
Am I incorrect?
In the
I thought
darkness?
So. Yeah, like near where the enchanted books are. Oh, the sheep look so cool.
Oh, they don't... It's not trading that they like. They like opening doors.
That's
Yeah.
for sex. To
Yeah,
get better deals, you gotta trade.
they gotta turn them knobs to get all horny.
Yes. It's a weird life. You are the wrong kind of
Alright,
sheep.
he has a compass. I don't want a compass.
Doesn't matter what you want. You just gotta wheel and deal.
You know, you can
I don't-
click that little arrow and see the other things they're trading for.
I did not know
What
that actually.
little arrow?
Like next to the items, there's a little gray arrow usually, and you can swap to see what else they're trading.
Oh, there's a punch book. There's a regular book. There's a compass.
There's
a
also
bookshelf.
signs on the outside of the
Written book.
stalls that say what they give.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's helpful too.
It's a well-organized flea market in there.
Depth Strider, Silk Touch.
What is that? It's called the Village, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mending. I've got
Do
Mending.
we
They made
have
YMCA.
No.
Sweeping Edge.
Do we have a thing to it? Oh, there it is.
Featherfall.
We have a thing.
She got it.
Do the
Aqua
thing.
Affinity.
You can also just type /clear.
Oh!
Do that.
None of these guys are trading for Unbreaking right now, so that might be why. Maybe he lost his Unbreaking guy.
Oh, you have to I think if you the more you trade with them, they'll eventually cycle around to have better and better stuff. I think. I kind of just made that up.
Yeah, and you also believe that you could ride a ghast, so... Which I also believed. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna wait for
Yeah,
John
you're
Jones
very lucky.
to...
You're very lucky you weren't there for that, because now you get to hold that over our heads forever.
I will say that I just watched for a third view. Like, I did not try.
Oh, don't even try and play that.
Maybe-
I was just
maybe
the
I did.
cameraman. I technically didn't try and ride the ghast.
I mean, technically.
Yeah, they have
it's
those at
technically-
Auschwitz too.
Whoa!
Okay,
Cameraman.
Godwin! How are you doing with your law over there?
Is anyone watching The Man in the High Someone's Castle somewhere?
I watched some of the first one.
I am watching Man in the Iron in the High in someone's castle somewhere.
The Man in the Iron Mask of the High Castle.
Yeah, what a weird name.
The Man in the High
What did you
Mask?
think of it?
I think I didn't. Did I finish the first season? I liked it a lot.
I'm enjoying it. I'm told it sort of peters out, but it's just the sheer weirdness of the Nazi regime and the Japanese regime running like Brooklyn and
Yeah.
San Francisco is
It's
stunning.
interesting for sure.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
hoping-
not.
Happening.
Gotten into it. I was
There's a bit
joking
of a-
earlier.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I could have
There's
given,
been-
like... Yeah. I want to give you a real answer. No, I have not watched it.
There's a bit of a black box going on. I'm hoping it pays off. But mystery box, not black box, I guess. What exactly the Man in the High Castle is all about?
Oh, like,
if they-
who is the man and where is the High Castle kind of thing?
Kind of.
It's not a conceptual high castle, it's an actual high castle.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's true. I have no idea at this point. I'm like 5 episodes in.
There's like a
I'm
dude in
hoping
a castle
it
that's
pays
really
off.
high, but that's not the real High Castle.
There's two. Yeah.
He's getting like Joe Rogan levels high.
It's the high. Oh, ooh, he could metaphorically be high. There's a guy in like a high
Is
high
Elon
tower.
Musk just done now?
Yeah, I think Rogan got him hooked on the Mary Jane, and now he's just babbling nonsense.
Well, no, but didn't the SEC like just say, well, he can't be CEO of Tesla anymore?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
It was such a. I thought that's what happened.
His tweets are
Why
just
did that?
bizarre.
Like, I don't know why that would be a problem. It was legal where he did it.
I don't think
No,
it was that.
it wasn't
I
the.
think
No,
there's been
it
a
was
thing-
because he tweeted, "Oh, hey, we're thinking about taking. We're going to buy back all these shares, or we've got some investors lined up." And the SEC's like, "You're manipulating your stock price, so bye. You can't be a CEO
Whatever.
anymore."
It was the SEC being like, shit, we didn't buy enough Tesla stock and we can't do insider trading on our own.
Well, they did because he didn't end up
jig is up.
doing it either. Like it was just a. Well, I don't know if it was a ploy or not.
He was just
There's
babbling on
something.
Twitter
Elon
like
Musk
people
is
do.
similar to Trump, where he'll just say stuff and see if it's true.
Yes.
Like it's
Well,
not
he
that
had
he's
a-
lying; he just has no idea.
Well, he was talking about. I mean, he's had like talking about having video games installed in Teslas that you can play with the paddles on your steering wheel,
Right?
which is insane. There's no way they're actually doing that. That would be so dangerous. But he like does things. He'll just babble about stuff like that. That's why I thought you meant he was done, because he's just really
No,
gotten
I
weird
thought they
recently.
legitimately like removed it.
Maybe-
I thought that I read they removed him as CEO.
Maybe he's just been like, fuck it.
Yeah, now he's
I
just
feel
like
like that
head of
would
the
be
board of
bigger
directors.
news.
I did see something about that, Al. I'm just not entirely sure what the deets are.
Yeah, I don't want to. If you, I'm going to trust in the sort of
Al, you're
democratization of
manipulating the stock.
information.
Stop it. I hope they get to a guy in a really high place, and he's like, "No, this is I'm the guy in the high house. This isn't actually a castle."
It's a woman.
There's a very bright light at the end of this tunnel, and I'm very
That's the
interested
twist.
in
It's
this.
it's actually a woman in the high castle.
It's not even. Yeah, it's more like a restaurant.
Is this?
This is a cafe.
Yeah, it's a medieval time style restaurant, so it looks like a castle, but really,
This is I'm the man in the high bouncy castle.
Oh, Jack. Okay, no, I would have watched that if that was the name. Jack
I feel like there's a good illustration in there. Can we get an
Uploaded
Inktober for that?
of the
what?
bouncy castle.
The man in the high bouncy castle.
Oh my god. I can
Jack
try.
watches. Okay, so this is a genre of YouTube video I did not realize existed until I had kids. Of
Yeah.
people blowing up bouncy castles. There is an
It's-
endless supply of just like, here we go, we're blowing up. And they're just like blowing up a full size bouncy castle, and Jack will watch that for like 5 hours.
That's what we need to do. Make some of those.
Yeah, I just keep like we really gotta get some of these like niche things and just be like, you know what, screw gaming. We're just gonna blow things up, and like not even in the explosive way.
How will he? Why?
What's
I
the
mean,
problem?
I'll watch ASMR. So I guess I don't really have a place to talk.
He's
but,
excited
like,
about bouncy castles, and these are people blowing them up. Like that's
Yeah,
his
but
jam.
it's not going to look like one for a while, right?
Oh, I assume that's the appeal. It's like, oh man, it's almost there.
Oh, did you see
It's
that
getting
spire
there.
got a little air right there?
Well, look at it was flat, but now it's kind of not for a little bit.
That's so bizarre.
So I don't know if I'm like overheating right now because my stomach is upset, or because it's like really hot in this room. But like I'm like
Sunlight.
sweating and like breathing hard, and my stomach hurts. I don't know what's wrong.
You're just
Are you
becoming a
coming?
neckbeard.
I did not infect you with mono. Okay, that's not a thing.
Oh,
You should go get a glass of
stomach
ice
is
water,
hurt.
commit.
yeah. I don't know what's wrong. I had to put a blanket over the window because the sun was coming in so hot, and it was on my thing, and I couldn't see anything.
Oh, or you've just become a basement person and just can't
I
handle
don't
like.
know. I just. I don't
Me and
feel
Joe have
good.
run into this in Dwarf Fortress before. Sometimes when your dwarves stay underground for a while, they go up to the sun and just start vomiting all over the place.
So, Joe, is it easier to manage us or is it easier to manage dwarves?
Well, there's fewer of us, so I'm gonna guess it's us.
Yeah, no one's died yet.
Nobody's like
Nothing's
gone
blown up.
crazy because they couldn't do the project they wanted to do and killed
Yeah.
their friend. And
So,
caused the rest of, which is a
I
thing.
applied for media passes to cover the Flat Earth conference in Denver.
Didn't get him though.
Under the, by the way, rookie move telling them that your podcast name was Bad Ideas.
They were gonna ask exactly what we do.
No. Say we're
gonna
a
call him
YouTube
again.
content company. We make
Then he's
videos.
gonna ask for our YouTube link.
And then you said, do we have so many other things on our YouTube
I
other than
framed
Bad
it.
Ideas?
Whenever I talked to him on the phone, I was like, I want to, like, we're going to do an episode on the Flat Earth, but I want to be able to, like, say I've gone to one of these conferences, I've heard this, I've talked to the people, I want to give you guys as fair a shake as possible, because you don't get that much
You
on the
don't
internet.
say
There's just a
that.
lot of people punching down.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's an okay
To be
pitch.
fair, the convention runner, I don't think cares to some degree. For all you know,
This
he's
is
just
the guy
like
that
trying
also
to.
runs the website, so...
Maybe he just wants tickets sold. I mean, you never really know.
He did say that. He's like, well, all the other little media companies are just buying tickets. And I'm like, I'm not dropping $250 for this. $250 for a 2-day conference in the middle of the week.
Ooh.
That's rough. I want
That's,
to go.
how many, like, big name Flat Earth people are there for them to bring on and be like, oh man, come and see.
You would be very surprised. Also, Colorado has more flat earthers than any other place, which is kind of ironic because we're the least flat. But
Well, yeah, but you're
Like
also in
the-
the middle, so, like, you can't see the horizon like the rest of us can at the ocean.
yeah. But they're actually having their next one on a cruise ship
Ooh.
as they circumvent the globe.
I was about to say, are they gonna tie in like go find that
I know
ice wall?
they're
or...
just gonna be like, oh look, it looks flat
Yes.
because water doesn't bend.
It's so. I've had this conversation before.
I just wanted to go
Fascinated.
and meet these people and interview them and cherry pick bad interviews and make a documentary of it. Like
I
real
just want to
media
do
people
bad things
do.
with my friends.
Hey, we stole my grain box. Al.
What?
I'm gonna call him again.
Oh wait,
I'm
no,
gonna talk
boxes
to
are
him.
invisible. I have to find it. There it is.
I'm gonna call this guy again.
Boxes
and
are
I'm
not
gonna beg
invisible
for
for me,
I'm gonna be
neither are
like,
signs.
Look, we gotta do this.
From Noob
weird.
McDad, I've hidden a chest in the world somewhere. Hint, try looking up the mountains.
I did that last time. I
you forget
lost
it?
everything and went on walkabout.
Yeah, I
What
believe
did you find again? It was like,
I found a chest with a bucket of water in it. I don't think that was it though.
Is there a way to fix the glass?
Fix the glass?
The glass.
Add for glass? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not, astoundingly, I'm not an expert on Optifine. I know my programming skills are usually top-notch.
Yeah,
You
Joe's
told
just
you're
all
being
going all C++
sarcastic,
on us.
Yes.
I may have crashed the game.
Hey, Albert, what did you do?
I was just trying to turn. I clicked old lighting. I was gonna turn it on, and it's just like, nope, can't do that.
Touch things when they're working. Just
The glass looks like a weird blob.
Huh. It looks cool though. I wish
does look cool.
glass in real life looked like that.
I don't.
looks like Jello.
Yes,
Yeah.
looks like giant blocks of Jello.
Guys, turning on old hand lighting doesn't fix the problem.
Old
Did you guys
hand-
ever see that slow-mo guys where they got the Jello? Like they made just giant bricks of Jello.
No.
It was like maybe a 6
what-
by 4 by
Making
like
Jello in
6
slow
container.
motion and making it in
I think
regular
they then
motion.
did something with it. Would be
Well,
my
they
guess.
like dove into it and basically he just flopped off the top.
Yeah.
It was
see that.
pretty awesome to see. The first time they tried to take the walls off the Jello block though, it wasn't frozen, so they just ended up spilling a few thousand gallons of Jello everywhere.
Oh no.
Not the Jello walls.
My favorite thing they ever did with Jello was the tennis
You did?
racket thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You really don't want to see what Bill Cosby did with the Jello.
Oh Jesus.
Actually, that was the Jello brand pudding is what he
True.
did things with. I don't know what to do
Should we
now.
wrap things up?
I've done I've done one of my chores. I ain't going back to another block because I'm angry at the game. What time are we at?
35 minutes?
35.
Ow, shouldn't wrap it yet.
Okay.
Too
more-
soon.
More poor taste jokes and poor taste. Man, what
That's all you really get from me. It's like, really?
Oh, the water looks so cool.
When was the last time I told a joke in good taste?
I don't know, but the bleep box came out a lot recently. What did your dad? What got canceled by Walmart?
Okay.
This is
so we're
reference to a pre-stream
renovating.
conversation, by the way.
Yeah.
You can figure that out, Albert.
We're renovating the basement. We're building a bathroom, but instead of using tile, which tile is super duper expensive, my dad and I are doing like a concrete look that is like completely waterproof and everything like that. Well, when we talked about this like over and over again, we kept on talking about using a certain type of product and all that stuff, and then turns out that it's just really stupid hard to do what we're trying to do. So, and the first thing we should have done when he was in town was figure all this stuff out and order it, because it's not like something that you can get from Home Depot. And I ordered it the other night from Walmart, and they canceled my order.
Oh, it's
For
like
whatever-
Walmart online or whatever?
Yeah, Walmart did. And
What kind of
so
person
now,
is like, I need to order something? Think I'm gonna go to Walmart.com.
well, that's the only place that had this particular
Oh,
rare
okay.
type of.
Also, Walmart.com
stuff.
has like a lot of weird affiliate stuff now. It's kind of like how Amazon, you can open up your own store and have it be fulfilled by Amazon.
Familiar.
You can now do that with Walmart, and it's kind of weird because the times I just want to go and check what the price is going to be at Walmart, it's like, here's 17 other stores that are giving you vastly different prices.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can only, I think you can search only in store if you want to.
Yeah, but I had to get it shipped no matter what because Walmart's the only
Right.
place
No, I was just responding to Tony's thing. It's hard for me to believe that there's almost like anything that Amazon doesn't have, except for the
Yeah.
very specific books that I want to order for like bad ideas, and they're like, we have a copy for $200. Oh my god! It's like,
So now we have to figure out where to get this super rare hydraulic concrete mix. And my dad leaves next Sunday. So it's like turned into this like...
It's a race against
What is that?
time.
you can just use like some Thompson. No, wait, Thompson's water seal is for wood. Never mind, that was a stupid comment. I'll keep my stupid comments in my pocket.
What? Something's just like you know when like in movies when something like major happens and then the music just goes like
Oh, you have your music on?
yeah, well I can hear it. No, I don't have music on, but that just happened. It's like
We
I
do that
discovered
occasionally.
something.
Yeah, the music is kind of odd. Probably turn that
Does
off.
everybody else have
I
not
don't have the music on.
Oh.
Bah,
I have no idea then.
bah, bah. The music was coming from inside the house.
I feel like I'm like
It's the trumpets of the apocalypse.
feel
It's
like I'm
the end of
about
Red
to
State.
happen on some like something like big or something, I don't know.
Man, now I'm sad I didn't see Red State sooner.
What?
Well, I assume Tony just spoiled Red State for me, and
Probably.
I can't be mad because it's been out for like 10 years. But
Oh my god.
now I wish I'd not heard it like from when he said it.
You'll forget it by next week.
Maybe? I don't know.
You probably also haven't even thought about the movie Red State in 3 years.
I had no idea what you were
somebody-
talking about when you said it.
Brought it up on Reddit recently and made me, like, because they were like,
Good.
Kevin Smith's whole philosophy was everybody's jaded and they know what's going to happen in movies, so I'd like specifically made a movie where people would be like wouldn't expect what was going to happen. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
he's
a
defied
terrible,
Isn't that what Rain
it's
Johnson
a
did?
terrible way to tell a story.
Yeah.
be like,
you
Yeah,
he
didn't
didn't
expect
use the-
those Star Wars things to happen, did you?
He didn't follow the 3-act structure. It was a weirdly structured movie, I will say that. I enjoyed it,
You
but I like
subverted
cults.
expectations, that's the word.
Yes.
What is this?
Well, I don't know what they're talking
Red
about.
State
but
by
that's
Kevin
what,
Smith.
Ryan Johnson also got a lot of crap from the Red Letter Media review. They put like every single time he posted about subverting expectations when he was talking about the Star Wars
they got a lot
movie.
of crap from a lot more people than that.
Fair enough.
It is true.
But that
they did.
was that was the specific thing that they kept bringing up in that specific review, and that we
Yes.
both watched it. So like, I think that touchstone is valid to reference.
I love what they said as a young kid he mowed their lawn, but one day instead of mowing their lawn, he put a bunch of fertilizer down and planted more grass. And he said, "I'm defying your expectations." And they said, "Fuck yourself."
I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about.
So
Guys-
have you heard of Star Wars?
Yes, let's start there. Have you heard of Star Wars?
Yes.
You know there was a recent Star Wars movie that was
Yes.
met with very 50-50 divided.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
called Star Wars. A Star Wars story.
Yes.
That one. The
No, the new
Force
one?
The other one, whatever it is.
The Last Jedi.
Yes.
The final Jedis.
The third
The
to last
director,
Jedi.
writer, whatever guy is on record.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
I know, it's weird, right?
She's
It's
already,
like a. It's
she
like
already
a.
hates Ryan Johnson, and you haven't even told her what he did.
No, it's like
It's for
a. It's
Star
like a
Wars,
rat
man.
thing. What is this? It's
One
like a
of
fuzzy
us.
thingy that's going after me.
It's probably one of the Phantoms,
Overworld
right?
or Underworld?
I'm in the mines.
Does it look like a flying manta ray?
No, it's like a fuzzy. It looks like a dust ball.
Oh, it's a silverfish.
Oh. Yeah, did you break a block?
Silverfish do not look like
What do you mean
dust
break
balls.
a block?
They have little dust thingies coming off of them.
I guess.
I could see that. It's the
I could
closest
see
thing
it.
in-game I could think of that would be called a dust ball.
Is it a little bug?
Kind of. Yeah, it was crawling.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
This is your yearly reminder
stuck
that you
in my
should send
bed.
all of your silverfish pictures to
Can't
Joe.
leave the bed.
What's a silverfish?
It's a really crazy looking bug that Joe has lots of. They've infested him.
So we can
There
sign
is
out
soul.
here. A, before Tony continues to talk about this.
Thank you
And
guys so much.
B, oh,
Go ahead.
well, guess where I am. No one's gonna guess where I am. I don't know why I said that.
Where are you at?
Is it McDonald's?
I am inside the gopher. And guess who's
Oh.
still here?
That guy's still here years
Yeah.
later.
Yep.
That dude's a trooper.
He's
I
still
don't know how
here.
he got
I'll
that sword.
shovel.
So I don't know where that nobody can prove where that shovel came from.
There's a lot of weird noises
It's a
going
mystery.
on in this area that I want to explore.
Are you sure they're not
but-
coming from inside your house?
Yeah, what are you playing? Are you sure you're playing Minecraft?
I am. I'm in the mines, and I started to hear zombies close. So I was like, oh, I kind of want to see there must be a cavern nearby. So I started digging towards the sound, and then those things started coming up and scared the shit out of me.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign out now. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click that like button over there on the YouTubes, and subscribe if you want to see more like it. And if you really love it, you can go over to patreon.com and help us make more like it and get one of them shout outs like you heard at the beginning of this video. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Al didn't like my story. It wasn't captivating enough for him.
It wasn't really.
Remember, if you like what you've been watching, you can become a member over at Patreon right now. The link is right in your face, and you will get all kinds of cool stuff.